Welcome to the Disney Hour Express podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Rob. We are two hopelessly romantic Disney enthusiasts.
Sharing fun stories, secret tips, and family travel experiences.
If you are a Disney newbie, or maybe a season pass holder, we hope you find this information helpful.
We turned our love of Disney into a unique boutique travel agency that books Disney and Universal vacations.
We've got a lot of stories, so cozy on up, choose your favorite drink,
whether that be a cocktail or a hot chocolate,
and enjoy the Disney Hour Express.
Hey, welcome to episode 69. You've got Abby and Rob here, and we are so excited to chat your ear off, Potaneers. I'm sticking with it.
I like how you gave the little, just a little, yup.
That's right. Yeah. I won. Listen, I don't have many wins. I get to take this one.
I always tend to think I want to go to it that maybe, meeting me was the win.
It is. Oh, you're right.
You're
right.
But she doesn't have,
it was a win.
She doesn't have many of them.
I just needed that one, baby. That's all.
Really just needed that. Well, anyway, this is episode 69 up top. And we're recording on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So we wanted to give a big shout out to all the mothers out there.
All those mama bears, you're doing an awesome job.
You're rocking it.
Yep.
Because the dads can't do what the mamas can.
I hope you got lots of beautiful coupon books and hugs.
That's what when both girls were showing me what their gifts that they were giving you, and they both had the same coupon book. I was like, oh boy. And then, of course, this morning there was jockeying for position. They're like, well, I want to get close to mom. I want to give my present last. I want to give this last. I was like, oh boy, here it goes.
You know what though? It was great. I enjoyed every little bit of it.
The mind games that started.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was so fun. I love this new tradition we have going on every year.
Well,
Rob comes up with
gifts?
No, you come up with these really nice breakfast places to go to. We've never had that before, so it's really, really cool.
Nice is a word I'd say they're somewhat different.
Well, but it's just, they're different every year. So we're going to have, by the end of the next couple of years, we're going to really have a whole slew of fun places to talk about.
There's a big wide world out there.
A big wide world. So anyways, we hope that you had fun celebrating too. We got some news. We got some things going on.
Today was I just want to point out that, again, you guys are very close to getting a Rob-only episode, at least in my mind. For some reason, there was a conversation that maybe we didn't have, but I thought, I was like, well, I don't want to make Abby do any type of work on Mother's Day. This is, she likes to do, whether she likes to do research, she does it, no matter what. So I didn't want her to have to... you're looking at the monitor, which is
I'm not
distracting me. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Right. I was actually trying to sit up straight because my back was hurting. Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Is something wrong? Am I talking too loud? So I didn't want her to have to do anything on Mother's Day, right?
That's very sweet.
Leave all the work. So I was in my mind prepping for the much talked about Rob only show that eventually at some point will happen, but it wasn't meant to be yet. And
I'm sorry. Do you feel like I took that opportunity away from you?
No, because it's obviously going to be the lowest rated show we've ever had.
I don't think so.
Where's the woman with the great voice? I just have to listen to this guy stumble over himself for 25 minutes. No, thank you.
I think that's silly. I would have let you have your own show, but we actually never had the conversation.
In my mind.
In your mind, you did. I don't mind popping in here, but I'm going to tell you that I did not do a lot of research for this episode. But we got a couple of things to talk about. That's for sure.
This is
good. So it still is the Rob show. You just have me as your first Potaneer. There you go.
I have nothing to say about that. But I'm glad you're here.
So what are we talking about today, baby?
Well, we are talking about the breakthrough, the breaking news.
Breaking news. But first, I'm going to start with something else that's not breaking news.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
Are you ready?
Let's go for it.
So, American Idol.
This is burying the lead.
Yes, that's what I do best. So there's a Disney Night episode of American Idol that's actually premiering tonight. So it's going to be last night for you folks who listen to this episode on Mondays when it pops out. American Idol premiering May 12th, 8 p.m. on ABC. If you don't have ABC, you can catch it on Hulu on May 13th. So I caught the advertisement with Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, and Ryan Seacrest all singing You've Got a Friend in Me in Disneyland. And they were popping on some rides and whatnot. It was kind of cute. I enjoyed it. A little like low key. Like it wasn't like exciting dancing, fun movement. But it was just kind of like, yep. You've got a friend, and it's kind of a sleepy song, anyways. So yeah,
they want to put in the least amount of movement as possible. They don't. They're
getting older.
That show's on rails at this point,
well,
right?
Okay, so I was like thinking about this, and I'm going to be very honest that I have never watched an actual full American Idol episode, nor have I ever like put it on. I had neighbors that used to watch it, and so like
you'd watch through their window.
No. And I was there, invited over. I would occasionally see like snippets of it and whatnot, but it was not a show, which is interesting because again, like I studied music, so you would think that I'd be really into this.
For
but
those that didn't know,
I just
Abby,
wasn't.
Singer songwriter.
I used to be, and so I haven't watched it, but I love the products that came out of it, like Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood. Yeah, amazing. Yeah. They're really integral part of my musical fabric, I would say. I really love them.
Yes.
But yeah, our household was not huge on American Idol. Now, when my girls came along, we started to watch Dancing with the Stars, just because it's very entertaining, and they have Disney nights, and we're into that. So I think Dancing with the Stars a little more so than American Idol wins.
You know, I gotta say, I used to watch Dancing with the Stars, but also I never watched American Idol. So similar,
it's got to be something with like the genre like that we're not
I don't
super
know.
into it.
It was just something, even though it was like a hit. I mean, most of the country was talking and watching.
Yeah.
I knew what was going on, and like I knew there was like finals and Kelly Clarkson and all these people that won. There's another podcast I listened to called Never Not Funny, and they just recently were talking about American Idol and how like, it's been on forever, but
22 years, I think.
Yeah, but you have like,
been on.
Other than like the first
maybe more,
like 4 or 5 seasons, like most people don't know who won,
right?
Unless you're like a huge Idol fan and you watch religiously, or you knew someone on that show.
Here's the lowdown. I think tonight is like gonna be one of the bigger nights because the top 5 are participating tonight. Apparently that's highly anticipated. It is along with being Disney night.
I'm excited.
And everyone's going to perform 2 songs from classic Disney movies. After visiting Walt Disney World. So I'm not sure if they're going to go through and show some snippets from Walt Disney World on this. And I'm telling you already, I'm disappointed we don't have ABC. I don't want to catch it tomorrow on Hulu with everybody else. I want to see it tonight. So I don't know how we're going to finagle that.
At the water cooler tomorrow morning, you want to make sure you saw everything.
I know. Nikki and I got to chat. But in any case.
I don't know. Idol.
Tonight, country music star Kane Brown is going to make a special appearance and serve as a mentor. So at the end of the episode, the top 5 are going to be cut down to the top 3. And that's what's going to lead to up to the end of the season of 22, season finale 22. That's a lot.
Like a snooze fest.
It doesn't. It sounds like it's going to be fun. I want to see it. But that leads me.
Wait, hold on. I'm not letting you go up that quick there, lady.
All right. What you got?
Let's since we're still on Idol, right? Let's talk about who remembers who won.
I have no clue. Except for, was Kelly Clarkson the first season? Because it was between her and that Curly-haired guy. He had like the big curly hair.
Wait, what? This is
And
the voice. What did they give me the voice?
they were in a actual movie. It might have been like a Disney teen movie that they did, like a singing beach movie or something.
Oh, you're talking about From Justin to Kelly?
Was that the name of it? Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, they did have that. All right.
Okay.
So yes.
So what are you looking at?
Kelly Clarkson was season 1 winner.
She was season 1.
She was
Okay,
season
so
1
that's
winner.
like a huge crown. She's completely changed her life from that.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah, no, but definitely. But she, being that she was the first, and I mean, she was a tremendous talent, like a voice. Anyway, this season 2, Ruben stuttered.
Okay. All right. That sounds familiar.
Season 3 was Fantasia Barrino.
Nope.
Yeah, she just popped up somewhere, and I can't remember where. I just saw her, and I was like, oh yeah. Season 4 was Carrie Underwood.
Okay. There she is.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then after that, it starts to go down. Like you just don't. You're no longer. Any of these people don't sound familiar to me whatsoever.
Right.
It was Taylor Hicks, which I think not a female.
No.
It was a guy. It was a male. Jordan Sparks.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. But, then there was David Cook.
Nope.
Chris Allen. Lee DeWise. Scotty McCreery. Philip Phillips, Candace Glover, Caleb Johnson, Nick Frediani, Trent Harmon, Maddie Poppe, 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 Lane Hardy, somebody by the name of Just Sam. It says in parentheses Samantha Diaz.
Okay.
And that's what she goes by. Jace Beckham, Noah Thompson, and then season 21 winner was I Am Tangi.
Well, cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
so this
good
happened.
job, guys.
So that show's still on the air. If you or any of your relatives or friends are listening, we apologize that we haven't paid attention to you,
I'm sorry.
or that I just butchered your name.
Yep.
Made it even worse.
We apologize.
But yeah, it just kind of shows that show's still going. People must be watching it. They're still putting it on. I mean, obviously, it's production values are low, so it's pretty easy to do. But
so. Anyway. This being said, all this news about this show going on tonight, which nobody really knew was going on, and then Disney releases some gigantic news this morning. They popped out this news and then they kind of recoiled it, which is interesting. But
and then they were like, it's just too late.
Here it is. Disney shared a press release stating that Tiana's Bayou Adventure will open in Magic Kingdom on June 28th. Boom, 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 boom. I immediately texted everyone who I have scheduled going there this summer to let them know that they will be among the first to ride this ride, which is very exciting. Now, here's the official press release. It says, drop on in with Princess Tiana this summer as Tiana's Bayou Adventure opens in Magic Kingdom Park at Walt Disney World Resort on June 28th. Tiana's Bayou Adventure invites guests to join beloved characters Princess Tiana, Mama Odie, Louie, and all the friends on a thrilling adventure, all set against the music and excitement of a New Orleans celebration. This new attraction will feature dozens of audio animatronics figures, a foot-tapping soundtrack, and a celebration where everyone's welcome. They got music. It's always playing. Music is at the heart of New Orleans, and guests will be tapping their toes all throughout the attraction, thanks in part to adorable critters who play instruments made of natural materials found in the bayou. Tiana's new friends include an otter, a rabbit, a raccoon, a beaver, a turtle, and more. Their spirited stylings will turn the bayou into a party with Zydeco, Rara, and Afro-Cuban music authentic to the region of New Orleans. There will be new original music alongside favorite tunes from the film created in collaboration with award-winning artists PJ Morton and Terrence Blanchard. In addition to musical critters, Tiana's Bayou Adventure welcomes talent voices from the film as they reprise their roles, including Bruno Campos as Prince Naveen, Jennifer Lewis as Mama Odie, Michael Leon Woolley as Louie, and the one and only Anika Nani Rose as Princess Tiana. So there you go. That is the official press release.
Now, I just want to put it that there was like another 5 paragraphs, but we didn't want to put her through all that.
Yes, I'm sorry. It was shortened.
It talks about the they're opening the what's it called, the Tiana bakery or.
Oh no! Tell me about that, because I didn't see that in the information I pulled. There's going to be a Tiana bakery.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Cool.
What was the name of it? Home in Crescent City, Stove, Artistry, Charlotte, Tiana's Man Kitchen Beignets.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I guess there's a name for it somewhere, but I can't find it.
All right.
Yeah, but there's going to be like a place where you get some New Orleans home cooking.
Yeah.
Outside of the Bayou.
Now listen,
outside of the ride.
I think that's a fabulous idea. I think it's going to be really needed. I do wish that they had space to open a more traditional restaurant there. I really do. I mean, I was like daydreaming, and Nikki can tell you about this the other day, about how I wish they would retheme Crystal Palace. Don't shoot me. But Winnie the Pooh is super cute, but my kids don't know who that is. We don't watch Winnie the Pooh anymore. It's
I say we go out there and protest. We make signs that says "Pooh is Pooh."
Goodbye, Pooh. I just
some Pooh sticks.
It's just done. But that's just me. I could see this being an amazing Tiana's restaurant. It's beautiful, but I can see how that couldn't happen too, because it's so far from the actual ride that they might not think it's worth the retheme. But will Tiana's Bayou Adventure have a virtual queue? I'm thinking it will, especially because it's opening up right before one of the busier weeks of the year, right? We know that July 4th is popping. There's going to be a ton of people there. They're going to be wanting to see the fireworks and wanting to go on this. Those are going to be the priority. So I really do think that there's going to be a virtual queue, which is hard. I find those virtual queues really hard to do. What do you think, babe?
I mean, they're gonna, it's because right now virtual queues are, as we know, there's two in the park. There's two in all the parks, and those are Guardians of the Galaxy and Tron, which is in Magic Kingdom already. So, will they go to 2 virtual queues in Magic Kingdom, or will they bounce Tron to it? Which, I probably the fanfare has died down from Tron,
right? I would think
so. Maybe they could do that, but then again, it's also like, this is a new ride, but it's the same ride system as Splash Mountain, right? It's the same. You're going the same thing. It's totally reimagined, and the story of Princess Tiana is into it. So I don't know. That's an interesting. I haven't really thought about that.
But in addition to virtual queues, correct me if I'm wrong, there is still standby, or not at all? It's just virtual queue, because in our experience, there hasn't been standby.
Yeah, no. If it's a virtual queue ride, then, see, that's in Disneyland. Sorry, I'm still trying to find. There's Tiana's Palace restaurant set to open in Disneyland.
Right. No, we know.
Okay.
That.
All right.
We talked about that.
Well, I thought there was something in Disney World.
No.
I guess I'm wrong. But if there is a virtual queue, there is no standby. So it's you get virtual queue or you got nothing.
That stinks, because think about it. If we're not on their game, to get that virtual queue.
Well, so virtual queues again. There's 2 ways of getting virtual queue. At 7:00 on the day you're planning on going to the park, you can get a virtual queue at that point. Then through the My Disney Experience app. You don't obviously have to be in the park at that time because it's not open. But then there's a 1:00 and you would have to be in the park at that time. And that kind of would be less because there's Magic Kingdom. There's no park reservation system, so it's a little bit different now. But yeah, that would be the how you get on. So you still have a chance at the 1 o'clock if you don't make the 7, because that's when everyone's trying to get in there. It's going to be tough.
That's tough.
We were worried. We are going in the summer. We were worried that it was going to bypass us, and we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
So then, after this virtual queue for some time, we'll hope that it goes to individual lightning lanes. It would join Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Tron.
Seven Dwarfs isn't.
Seven Dwarfs is no longer on the lightning lane. Oh my gosh!
No, virtual queue. I thought you said.
No, I'm saying after virtual
lightning lane.
queue.
Yes, it is. It does still have an individual lightning lane. Yes.
Yeah. So those are the ones that are happening over at Magic Kingdom right now, and it would join those hopefully sooner rather than later. But that's the huge news. I was going to say, and that's the news, but that's gigantic news. We've been waiting. We've been watching all the videos, and
you get theme park
so
news
excited.
And a new ride opening up is always going to be the biggest deal.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, can we just do a rewind to when people were collecting the water off of Splash Mountain and selling it on eBay?
Are they going to put it back now into Tiana's Bayou?
Yeah, maybe.
Also, did they realize it's just rain?
It's just rainwater. It's just disgusting water. Probably.
I don't understand I guess there's a marketplace for everything.
I don't know. The other news.
Is this going to make like Princess and the Frog? Is it going to have a bigger like fan like showing up? Again, because Princess and the Frog, it's not necessarily known as one of the standout
big deals
Disney titles. It's like I said, I think I confused it with like the Prince and the Pauper or something, like another story until
that's different. I mean, you just aren't in the princess world, so yeah.
Until I read it until Bailey pulled out the book that one night.
She could not sleep.
I read her the entire book at like 2:00 in the morning.
What a good dad you are. Now, so moving on, just so you guys are informed, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween tickets do go on sale on Wednesday the 15th, May 15th for everyone. So right now, if you are scheduled to be staying at the resorts during the times of these tickets, your travel agent can get those tickets for you right now. So we say get them now before they start to sell out.
On the 15th,
they open up to everybody.
Yeah.
So get ready.
And you fall into what happened.
Night, they really do sell out on that first night.
It happened to me and Abby last year. We waited. We were like, should we get them? We don't know our schedule, what it's going to be like.
We waited too long.
We're like, let's just get them, and then we'll take the hit if we can't make it. And then we went to go get them, and it was sold out.
So bummed. And we were under the impression too that sometimes they do have more tickets that they'll sell at the gate, but they just didn't during our time frame. It was just done and done.
It was really sold out.
Gates closed. So we were bummed. We'll see what happens. We did purchase some for clients today, so we're super excited for them. This is going to be great. It's their first time going.
And so they did announce, right, it's like the halfway to Halloween. So they did like bring about the new, what was going to be in store, like new things.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you remember what any of those were?
Do I remember putting me on the spot? I'm like doing the real mom thing. I'm like trying to hold down a dog here and get the other dog to stop eating one dog. It's been really chaotic in this studio today. I don't know why they're so wound up. But do I remember? I know that everybody's got some new outfits going on this year. They have the return of some really great things, but I believe they're going to bring some more villain experiences. Tell me about that.
Yeah, this year, the party ramps up the mischief with more villain sightings. From Maleficent to Jafar, keep your cameras ready for those surprise interactions. So it's basically just they're going to be more villains are going to be around. Disney loves their villains, and they have great villains.
They do. They really do. And I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, there's going to be some eye-catching ensembles. Mickey and Minnie, they're going to be in some spiderweb costumes. There's a new dance party over at the Rocket Tower Plaza. It's called the Descendants Party.
Oh,
Get it? Because there's
Descendants.
the Disney original movie, which our girls have been rewatching.
Yes, they're getting ready.
Yeah,
because
Descendants 1 and 2.
when's that next one? It's coming out, I think, in July, right? Or is it
It's
June?
on our calendar somewhere, but I don't remember. But yeah,
hidden
so
there.
it's called the Descendants Rise of Red. So there's going to be a dance party over in Tomorrowland. That last year it was a zombies dance party, from the again Disney movie Zombies 4 that came out. And this one, Bruno, we're going to talk about him here.
Yeah.
He's going to be making his debut at the Spooktacular party.
Ooh,
We're going to be talking about Bruno.
Yeah, I think they're going to like that. Yep, July 12th, sorry, is that Descendants release date.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know.
And then the other big news is that the Boo to You Halloween parade, it's going to start earlier this year. They're going to start it earlier because they kind of would hold it off a little bit later, but they're going to do it earlier so that the kids that are younger,
Yeah.
they'll have their
That
their
makes
bedtimes
sense.
and before they get cranky, they come around and see all the festivities. So
That
I think
does
it's a
make
good idea.
sense. I'm glad that they're doing that.
Yeah. So those
Very
are kind of the
cool.
new things.
I love it.
Of course, I got all that information off of the website familytravelplanner.com.
Well, hey, Family Travel
It's in
Planner,
the-
we know you.
The FTP blog.
So what else you got going on over there, huh?
So, going around the Disney theme park, Universal theme park averse, and one dog's just like eating the eyebrows off of another one. Oh boy, dogs. We have there was some news about, this isn't really a theme park news necessarily, but Sigourney Weaver, our favorite scientist and
Yes.
just all around badass, is going to join the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that's coming out in 2026.
So cool.
We don't know what role she's playing, but she's going to be there. So that's kind of like, it's a little more high profile for
Yeah.
it's something's going to happen. Again, it's in 2026, so it's a little bit of ways off, but we got to see how that ramps up. Over in Animal Kingdom, new meet and greets we got coming out.
That's right.
All right, we got Pocahontas,
Oh,
we
good.
got
Coming
Pluto,
back.
and we got Goofy.
Okay.
These three you would see them in the parks. They were on those flotillas that would go down the
Yes.
river. But that's where, like, since COVID, that's where they were, right? They just kind of kept them on there. They would they would go on the river, they would stop, wave, and now they're going to be, available for like full day meet and greets.
Cool.
Schedules aren't known. What I do know is each one of those, the actors are all probably pissed off because like we had a great job. All we had to do was float
Wave
down a
from a
river and
flotilla.
wave. Now I got to interact with all these people.
Oh,
I'm
come on
sure
now.
some of them like it. Again, I feel sorry for Pocahontas.
Yeah, well, you got to do it.
Lots of air.
Got to get into it.
But yeah, there's Pluto, there's Goofy in his like safari gear, and he's got a whole thing because Goofy is Goofy. But that's something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
If you're, you could check out the My Disney Experience app to see where they're located and when they're showing up. If you're going to Animal Kingdom.
Alrighty.
Now this was kind of an interesting news. Taking a trip across the country, going to our friends over in Disneyland. There is I guess there's an attraction over there. It's called it's Mr. Lincoln? Something to do with Abe Lincoln. I forget what the actual name. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln Refurbishment,
Oh.
which is kind of like the Hall of Presidents.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, and this is an old animatronic that was originally debuted at the World's Fair in 1964.
Okay. I'm with you.
They've just gotten approval. Disneyland has gotten approval to put $5 million into refurbishing it.
Oh.
And then everyone's like, huh?
$5 million to refurbish Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So I don't really know. So right now the attraction's closed. And they, when it's going to reopen, no one knows, but they're supposedly like redoing animatronic. Like they said the animatronic is going to stay, but like the lighting and something, I don't know. It's like $5 million.
$5 million worth of lighting. Now listen, wasn't there like a Simpsons episode where they had like an Abe Lincoln animatronic and then he like came to life like zombie style and like tried to eat the children or something? Did I dream this up?
You might. No, that sounds right.
It doesn't,
it does
right?
sound right.
So it's like when you say that they're going to put like $5 million into this, I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be scary. I'm like just thinking of a very not Disney friendly Abe Lincoln.
Cut it out. What are you doing?
Lando.
These dogs, I tell you. Yeah, so it's kind of a head scratcher a little bit. Like, why are they putting $5 million into that? Well, it's creating a new ride or something. But what's interesting is maybe they're just going to start redoing all like animatronic rides.
Yeah.
And again, I have zero interest. The kids don't want to go to the Hall of Presidents, but maybe
you know what? I
do that.
want to bring them, but I understand. I don't know.
Oh my God, they're going to resist so hard. I'd like to see you sell that to them. Honestly, like they're like, does it move? No.
Do we move it?
No.
What do I get from this experience? Education on vacation. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow, the soapbox is out. So that's over in Disneyland. Now we're going to go back across the country to the other theme park, Universal Studios. They are in full swing. It's halfway to Halloween for them as well. So they are big into the Halloween Horror Nights reveals.
Yes.
They're teasing a lot of them right now. They came out, they released a photo of what looks like an underground hallway. And then there was just like a metal door that's barricaded and has a sign that says "Do not enter." And then, there's like a light that's coming through the bottom of the thing. It's pretty. Like if you just see it and you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
Looks creepy. And then that was one day. And then the next day, this was on May 10th, Friday, they released a video. It's of like, somebody's taking like an Instagram live or something. And it's just an actress.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, she's pretending as if like she just like wandered. She's like, I think I'm underneath Universal right now. She's like, if I saw what I think I saw, no one's safe. Like it's all, and then you hear somebody like a security guard be like, hey, you. And then she just like kind of cuts off the video. So that's like pretty cool. I like that production value and that they're putting thought into it like that. So no one really knows what's behind that door.
Okay. Weird.
But yeah, it could be anything. Again, remember, we're talking about the Quiet Place prequels coming out, and that's supposedly going to be one of the houses.
I'm so excited.
So it could be that. We don't know. We'll find out. They're going to keep teasing us because
that's what they do.
That's what they have to do, right? Because there's only 2025 and Epic Universe is still a ways away. But Halloween Horror Nights is, we're halfway there, I guess.
Now, yesterday for Sister Jen's birthday, we were watching videos of Universal Studios so what we were doing is comparing we started with Jaws.
Yes.
And then it veered into Jaws in Universal Hollywood, correct? Or was it just Jaws over in Japan?
We were looking at Jaws in Hollywood, which is part of the Backlot Studio Tour in the Hollywood ride. It's not its own separate ride. It's just this one little thing, and it's so, and then it is what it is. Yeah.
Then we veered off into Jurassic World,
then we started watching
Park,
Jurassic World
because we are all huge Jurassic fans.
Yeah.
And we were just reminiscing and then going through the videos, and then discovered how gypped we felt with our Jurassic Park ride over in Orlando versus the one in Japan is so good.
I think it goes right. The one Orlando is at the bottom. Then Hollywood
terrible.
Hollywood's a step
good,
up,
but it's
Hollywood's a step up, even though it's the same river
Hollywood's
adventure.
really cool.
But it has that part in the beginning with the big underwater thing that I can't remember its name. But
because that's more like newer Jurassic World.
Yeah.
We don't really have anything new because it's old Jurassic Park stuff. Yeah. So anyways, yes.
Yeah, and then now the one in Universal in Japan. Is kind of crazy, but it's not a river adventure. You're in a car that's supposed to be like a simulation of being in the Jeep in Jurassic Park. And it's like the ride's like amazing. It's like long and there's like so many animatronic dinosaurs and their movements that it's at one point it's like the T-Rex is chasing you.
Yes.
While you're on like you're like driving away from it and it's like chasing you and like you see its legs moving and everything. It's like this is crazy.
Yeah.
And like, why is this not in every theme park that they own? Like, what do they do in Universal?
So I had to tell you though, today, I think it was on the way home from brunch. Rob said to me, he's like, have you ever considered going to Japan? Like, just, maybe let's go check it out just for this ride. Cause that's how cool it was. I can't blame him. I was like, well, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I've been looking into Adventures by Disney lately. We're trying to shake things up in the future. So it's possible, but before yesterday, I wasn't seriously considering it.
But then the fact that they also have the Jaws ride is still open over there.
Yeah. So that's a big deal.
I was like showing the girls. I think they both seemed like they were too scared to go on it, even though it's in the water.
Right.
Only because, again, my brother had mention, or I think both my brother and sister mentioned that somebody had fallen into the water. And so now they're like scared that they're going to fall into the water. It's like, but you go on the jungle cruise all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, you're perfectly safe. No one's falling anyway. We're probably never going to go to Japan. But the fact that it's there, this ride is so much cooler. Look it up on YouTube. The Jurassic, I don't know what they call it. I think it's Jurassic World.
It's cool. Yeah.
It's really cool. And then it has a whole thing with like the I-Rex and it's like the whole thing. It's like it shows you the end of the first Jurassic World movie, and like you're in the middle of it. It was amazing.
Really, really good. Yeah. So, anywho, just wanted to bring that up.
Back over in Universal, one of the things that's cool is they have now confirmed that the tribute store is going to be. It's going to be It's a mega video rental. Is like the summer tribute store. So they're going to make it seem like you're going back to like an old video rental store, which isn't around anymore. One of the features or one of the interactions you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to have your picture taken and you're going to be on the cover of your very own VHS cassette tape.
That's cool.
Like they're going to superimpose you into a movie poster that's on the it's it's an actual VHS cover. And so there's 4 different covers you can choose from. One's like a horror movie, one's an action movie, one's like a something like it's called Trip and Fall, and it has like an elephant's tusk coming out of the like the forest like type of thing. And then so it looks cool. So you'll get that. You get a pair of socks with like this mascot that's a VHS tape.
Cool.
And then you'll get like a custom membership video rental car.
All right.
You won't get the VHS tape until the end of the summer because they're going to display them as you buy them in the tribute store. And then when it's over, then they'll send it to you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what it's saying. That's at least what we understand.
That's weird. I'm not sure that I like that.
To order yours today, you have to go to either the Five and Dime at Universal Florida, or you go to the All Hallows Eve Boutique in Islands of Adventure.
All right.
And it's like $89 and you could do it. I would sign us up, even if we had to wait till the fall to get our... I want to be on a video rental box.
If you didn't know, Rob was the manager of the Blockbuster near us. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, not near you, but it was in yes, where I used to live.
Right.
But yes, I was a manager
for many years.
for way too long.
But he loved this job. This was a part of his deal because he loved movies.
I liked being at a video rental store. After a while, it wears you down.
Well, like any job, honestly.
Dealing with people constantly that are complaining about their $1.99 late fee. I'm like, all right, guy. Yeah, fine. Sure, you returned it early. Next.
I love you. I wish I had met you back then. It would have been fun. But I could see how VHS stuff,
DVDs, but yeah,
makes you excited.
I would love to. I used to actually, one of my jobs, I used to come in on Monday, and I'd have to reset the entire new release wall for the new releases coming out on Tuesday, because they would always come every Tuesday. So I'd have to and you'd have to have all these rolls. They couldn't be down low. So there's a lot of video covers that you're just looking at constantly and all that stuff to get it in. No. But getting my face on one of the covers along with like the family, like we could all, you could have up to 4 people. You can even bring a picture of a pet.
Oh.
And they'll put the pet in there for you too. It has to be a full body. Of the pet. It can't just be the pet's face.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
All right. Very cool.
Last thing over in Universal. So they have DreamWorks Land is opening up in Universal Studios.
Yep.
It's over in the, it's near E.T. So what they've done now is, because they put up a wall and some trees between DreamWorks Land and E.T.
Yep.
But you can't see the E.T. sign anymore.
Okay.
So they're creating new E.T. They have to put up a new sign for E.T.
Oh,
so that people know it's still there.
That it's still there.
Because otherwise, you're just like looking at a bunch of trees in a building.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
E.T., come on, keep chugging along.
It's almost like everyone will never let that ride go down.
Yeah. It's like we can't. It's too. While everything else is changing so drastically, we still need something to hold on to.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's crazy when you think about it. Right? It's like 40 years old.
Yeah.
And most kids have no idea what it is.
Right.
And they have no connection. They have no feeling towards ET whatsoever. But yet this ride still continues because their parents want to see it.
Yes.
And I feel like it'd be like, it'd be like when we lose Dolly Parton. It'd be the same thing when E.T. goes down.
God, how could you even say that?
Well,
I can't think about that. That's terrible.
The nation will be in mourning, I think.
Unbelievable. Don't want to think about that.
See, Abby's tearing up already.
Already. Well,
that's really
that's the roundup. We just wanted to have a little quick episode. We're going to go enjoy the rest of our Mother's Day, and I certainly hope you had a fabulous one.
Bye to all the mothers. You rock.
This has been a Family Travel Planner production.